You know that feeling when everything seems impossibly hard? Well, there's an ancient Khmer proverb that might just change your perspective on that.
And it's one that's particularly relevant to our modern struggles with instant gratification.
Today, we're exploring the profound wisdom behind the Khmer proverb Lonna Latna, which essentially means hardship before joy.
You know, this proverb is deeply woven into Cambodian culture, where sayings and expressions are used daily to offer guidance and wisdom.
It's fascinating how these few words capture such a universal truth. Can you break down what it really means in Cambodian culture?
Well, in Cambodian society, proverbs often have layers of meaning. This one specifically teaches about the relationship between effort and reward.
Sort of like our saying, no pain, no gain, but with a deeper cultural resonance?
Exactly. But it goes beyond just working hard. It's about embracing the difficulty as a necessary part of the journey.
That's really interesting. How does this connect to other Southeast Asian values?
Well, across Southeast Asia, there's this shared understanding of collective resilience. Take the Bugis concept of Siri, for example.
Siri, what's that about?
It's a concept of honor and dignity that shapes how people face challenges. It's about maintaining inner strength through difficulties.
That reminds me, there's another Khmer proverb about knowledge and willingness, right?
Yes. Chea minchna chong, knowing is never better than willingness. It's all about the attitude you bring to challenges.
These proverbs seem to build on each other, creating this framework for understanding life's struggles.
And what's particularly interesting is how they've remained relevant through centuries of social change.
Speaking of change, how do you see this wisdom applying to modern life?
Well, think about learning a new skill or starting a business. The initial struggle is inevitable, but it's also transformative.
Like that other Khmer saying, tork tork pen bampong. Drop by drop fills the container.
Exactly. It's about understanding that progress often comes in small increments, not dramatic leaps.
You know what's striking? How these proverbs seem to counter our modern obsession with quick results.
That's such a crucial point. In Cambodian wisdom, the hardship isn't just something to endure, it's actually valuable.
Can you elaborate on that? How is the hardship itself valuable?
Well, there's this understanding that difficulties shape character. It's like another Khmer saying about shame leading to knowledge.
Oh, right. Kmas ngueng toeb ches. Feeling shame about being ignorant leads to knowledge.
Yes. And this connects to Buddhist teachings about suffering and transformation.
That's fascinating. How does Buddhism factor into this understanding?
Well, Buddhist philosophy teaches that suffering can lead to deep compassion and wisdom. It's not just about enduring, but transforming.
Like the story of Mahagosananda, right?
Exactly. Known as the Buddha of the battlefields, he showed how deep suffering could lead to profound compassion.
That's really powerful. How do you see this wisdom helping people today?
Well, in our age of instant everything, it reminds us that meaningful achievement requires patience and persistence.
And I suppose that makes the joy more meaningful too?
Absolutely. The hardship gives context to the joy. It makes it deeper, more appreciated.
You mentioned earlier about collective resilience. How does that play into this?
In Southeast Asian cultures, personal struggles are often seen within a community context.
Like that proverb about sticks being unbreakable together?
Yes. Chankes muy bach, kach min bak. A bunch of sticks cannot be broken. It's about collective strength.
So the journey through hardship isn't necessarily a solo one?
Not at all. In fact, shared hardship often creates stronger bonds between people.
That's really interesting. How does this relate to modern workplace challenges?
Think about startup culture. Teams that struggle together often develop stronger relationships and resilience.
Almost like the hardship itself becomes a bonding experience?
Exactly. And this shared experience creates a foundation for future success.
You know what I'm wondering? How do you balance this acceptance of hardship with the need to address systemic problems?
That's a crucial question. The proverb isn't about accepting unnecessary suffering, it's about approaching necessary challenges productively.
So it's more about your relationship with the challenge than the challenge itself?
Precisely. It's about developing resilience while still working to improve conditions.
That's really nuanced. How do you see this wisdom being passed down to younger generations?
Well, these proverbs are still used daily in Cambodian life, offering guidance and perspective.
And they seem to resonate even with our modern challenges.
Because they speak to something fundamental about human experience and growth.
Do you think this perspective could help with things like burnout and stress?
Absolutely. It helps reframe difficulties as part of a larger journey rather than just obstacles.
That's really powerful. Any final thoughts on this wisdom?
I think it's about understanding that the path to meaningful achievement isn't meant to be easy.
And maybe that's actually a good thing?
Yes, because the hardship shapes us, strengthens us, and makes the joy more profound.
So next time we're facing a challenge,
Remember this ancient Khmer wisdom. The hardship isn't just a barrier to joy, it's part of the path.
and that's what makes the joy deeper and more meaningful when it comes.
Exactly. The struggle isn't just something to endure, it's something that transforms us.
Sometimes the hardest path leads to the most beautiful destination.